Every single kid has their own way of learning, right? A pace that just clicks for them, a way of thinking that's totally natural. So, what would happen if you built an entire learning approach around that one simple idea? Well, that's what we're going to dive into. Let's explore the TEMMA Way. So, think about it like this. Every child has this unique set of conditions. It's like a recipe for their success. It's that specific environment where they don't just participate, they actually thrive. So it's not about trying to force some one-size-fits-all method on them. Nope. It's all about discovering the way that's already in there, just waiting to be sound. And what's so powerful about this is that we're talking about abilities every kid has. It's not just for a special few. Every single child has the ability to get settled and engage and to get curious enough to really dig deep. The real question, the big question, is whether the environment around them is set up to let that happen. Because really, the right environment, well, it's the key that unlocks absolutely everything. Okay, so how do you find that key? That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Well, at TEMMA, the whole journey starts with something that sounds simple, but is actually pretty radical. It all begins with taking the time, real time, to genuinely and patiently understand each child. And this is before a program or a single lesson is even on the table. And let's be clear, this isn't about slapping on a diagnosis or a label. Not at all. It's really about quiet, careful observation. It's about becoming a bit of a detective and asking the right questions. Like, how does this kid's mind actually work? Are they a visual thinker who needs to see it all drawn out? Or maybe they need to get their hands on something, to build it, to really get it. What kind of space makes them feel safe enough to even try something new? And just, where are they right now? It's the total opposite of just trying to cram a kid into a pre-made box. And honestly, that right there, that's the whole ballgame. This patient, unhurried time you spend up front, it isn't just a nice-to-have first step. No way. It's the actual foundation. It's what everything else gets built on. And getting that right, well, it literally changes everything that comes next. The whole trajectory. So when you've done that work, when that foundation is solid, and you place a child in an environment that is truly carefully aligned with who they are, something really remarkable starts to happen. You can almost feel it. A shift begins. And this shift, it's not like a big, loud explosion. It's quiet. It's gradual. You think of that child who always seemed so reluctant, kind of hanging back in the shadows, but in the right setting, you see them lean in just a little. Maybe they ask a question. Or that kid who seemed completely unfocused, suddenly you look over and they're just lost in what they're doing for 10 minutes, then 20. And that child who everyone thought was behind, they start to show you what they can do. The capability was there the whole time, just waiting for the right moment to come out. And this idea is so, so important. This isn't some kind of magic trick. It's not a transformation. And it's definitely not about fixing a kid. This positive shift, it's just the natural, totally predictable result of putting a child in a space that actually fits them. It's simply what was supposed to happen from the very beginning. Okay, so once you have this solid foundation, you can start building for the long haul. See, this whole approach isn't just about acing this year's math test. The focus shifts to something much, much bigger. We start asking, who is this person becoming? Who are they going to be in 10 years? Because the real goal here is to build skills that stick with them for life. Stuff that's going to serve them way beyond any one test. We're talking about the ability to think clearly and critically, to communicate their ideas with real confidence, to look at a tough problem and not just give up, and maybe the biggest one of all, to really know who they are and what they're truly capable of. So if you wanted to boil the entire TEMMA process down to its essence, this is it. Just 3 simple but super powerful steps. Step 1, find it. Find that unique thing inside every child. Step 2, understand it. Really take the time to get what it's all about. And step 3, give it the right conditions to grow, to really truly flourish. Simple as that. Find it, understand it, give it what it needs to grow. That's the work. That's the entire purpose. And at the end of the day, that's what TEMMA Learning Center is all about.